So it's not necessarily that I'm surprised to see you here. I figured. Yeah, I guess one could say I'm a little shocked. I impulsively am making this because I need to. Oh hell. Yeah, basically, long story short, I take that back. I've never done something like this. Actually, I kind of have because I always like listen to music. But yeah, so I just was feeling inspired. So yeah, here I am. Basically, let's get straight into it. Okay. What did I use for that? Okay, so a lot of you are probably wondering, what possessed you today? Let me tell you something new. But it was actually Dolph himself. Yeah, I met him. I know a lot of you guys are probably shocked. Never thought that day would happen. I didn't think it would happen either. It came quite out of a surprise and didn't even know. I was not prepared at all whatsoever. But it inspired, oh hell. It inspired me so much that I wanted to make a makeup tutorial based off of what I talked to him about. So yeah, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, Sarah, where did you meet him? Where did you finally get the chance? You know you can't afford meet and greet tickets. You know, like, your luck just hasn't been the best. So how'd you meet him? Well, sit down and let me tell you. So first of all, happened just tonight. It's what time right now? 12 o'clock a.m. And I want to say it happened about an hour or two ago. I could be wrong. But let's talk about it. First, I'm really bad at multitasking, so give me like 2 seconds to just figure out what makeup I'm using, and then I'll be right back. It started like this. Like, you just gotta listen to the whole story, or it's really not gonna make any sense. I'm standing in this freaking, like, I want to say it's like where a concert is supposed to be, but it low-key looks like a high school. But I know it's not a high school. You know those moments where, like, you think you're somewhere, but you know you're not there. Yeah, it was kind of one of those things. So I was literally just sitting there. I knew he was already there. Way too shy to walk up to anybody. A bunch of people were walking up to him. I was way too shy. So I'm standing there. Like, there's people that I know, but I don't know. Literally reminding me like high school. It's like, yeah, I know you. I see you all the time. But, like, if you really tried to guess my maiden name, we'd probably both fail the semester. So, yeah, a lot of people are, like, running around. And in my head, you know me, I'm kind of like, do you guys even know Dolph? Like, do you know Dolph? That's what was going through my head. Because, like, for me, it's like, you know when you're just such a fan of somebody, you feel like you already know them? I know some of you guys feel that way. I mean, we all feel that way about different things. You might even feel that way about me. I mean, some of you guys have been watching me on YouTube for so long, you probably feel like we're one and one. And it's probably because we are. But anyway, back to my story. And I have a really bad memory, which also sucks. I was by myself in the situation where I would have had somebody, like, record it. Basically, he's meeting people. And I'm like, yo, I'm way too scared to go up there. I'm just way too scared. So I'm kind of like running around. And you guys know me when I get into like a mood or when there's like a show that's about to happen. I'm running around everywhere and I really can't stop. It's not something that needs to be stopped because why would you stop her? Why would you stop her? So I'm running around and I literally run down the stairs and who the fuck do I run into? I'll let you sit there and just guess for like 2 seconds. Yeah, just guess. Dolph. Okay. So I run into him, and I'm shocked. Like, I'm dumbfounded. Dumbfounded. Like, breath out my chest, lungs collapsed, bury her now. Alright, so I pass out. It's not even that, oh, hey, you're right there. It was like run into type shit. And I was like, oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And so I look up at him and I did not expect him to be that freaking tall, like, at all. I literally felt like I was looking at somebody who was 9 feet tall. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna try to verbatim, word for word, the incident that happened. I was like, yo, what did I say? So this is what's gonna suck. I was like, yo, dude, like, holy moly. And he like looks at me, kind of like he looks at everybody else like, oh, hey, what up? Spaz, whatever. And I'm just like, this is my chance. Like, talk about somebody that, like, you look up to. I told you he's already like a stepdad to me. So, I wanted to let him know that. Like, I wanted to let him know how much his music impacts people. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I needed to let him know how much his music impacts me. Low-key, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have made it through my darkest days. Still to this day, I would not be here. You know those people that you just have on your side till like the day you die, you're just like, nah, bro, you helped me. Even if you don't know who I am, you helped me, you saved my life. Yep, that was him. I just wanted to like let him know because I don't want like the industry to change him. He's out there. You see him getting on interviews. He's out there getting on the radio. Shit that low-key, if you know him, wasn't happening a little bit ago. So you're kind of like, So in my head, I'm like, I really want to let him know how much he impacted me and that I don't want him to change. But I mean, change is inevitable. I just wanted to let him know, like, yo, stay a killer, Magilla. So I'm like standing there and I'm still trying to like, I swear, for my whole life, I've been preparing for this. It's like, you know, when you're the bridesmaid or whatever, like the maid of honor, and you have to prepare the speech. Like, you've been prepared. You know what you're gonna say. Yeah, I've been there. I've been prepared. So I was trying to remember what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it because I didn't want to sound stupid. You know what I mean? Come here. You don't even know what I'm doing. So I'm standing there and I just go, first off, let me tell you this. I have a kind of a spaz moment because I have gum in my mouth. And the first thing that I want to do is spit it out. One, because I got so nervous that my mouth literally became so dry, it felt like who knows what was going on with me. And so I was like, shit, I cannot look like, you know, gum sticking to my own gums. That's not cool and that's not fresh. So I was just like, let me spit out my gum, okay? I felt like I was in college. You know, back in college when they made you spit out your gum before you did a presentation? Yeah, that's what I felt like. And it felt very, very awkward because of this one reason. When I went to spit it out, it would not come out of my mouth. It was like stuck to my tongue, stuck to the roof of my mouth, stuck to the back of my throat as though I had already tried to swallow it or something. And I could not get it out. And keep in mind, my mouth was so dry that when I tried to do like a motion, it wouldn't. It would not come out. So the first time I went to spit it out, it didn't come out. But they were like watching me low-key because I'm not kidding you. He's right here, I'm right here, and there just happens to be a little trash can right there. It's literally like I'm next to the teacher's desk. I don't know what the hell is going on, alright? So just sit here and listen. So I see the trash can. I go to spit it out first attempt. It does not come out. And people are watching me. I know he is at least. I know like there's other people because like people have to make sure like the king of like everything doesn't get attacked or anything. Like 100 shots. Shit. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like trying to spit out my freaking gum, guys, and it's just stuck. And that's embarrassing as shit. So I go to a second time, like, you know when you kind of like, you make a little noise like you're half laughing, half about to say, oh my god, I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening to me. Yeah, so I go, again, the second time, it does not come out. So I'm just like, yo, why is this so embarrassing? I honestly think he's about to walk away and the speech I'm about to give is over. I mean, it already is over, but it's about to be more over than it already was, if you catch my drift. So I'm just like, shit. I finally get it out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, and then I catch myself. I saved myself. I was like, I was not about to talk with gum in my mouth. Like, we all know that's rude. And then I put it in the trash can, and he agrees with me. And I was like, yeah, brownie points #1 for the B. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I take like a deep breath, and I'm like shaking. My lips are quivering. I'm shaking. So I'm just like, all right, don't mess this up again. So I start talking. Along the lines, I'm trying to do this verbatim. I start talking about the fact that right away I'm trying to, and I know this is weird, so don't ever do this line for me, I'm trying to let him know how much like we have in common, but not in a weird way, not like that. More so like, yo, I connect to your music so much and this is why. It's not just because I like the flow. It's not just because the rap. It's because, yo, like I get your background and we have similar backgrounds, as weird as that is, because you're such a different, like, yeah, it doesn't make sense to you guys, but it makes sense to me. And I'm just trying to have it make sense to him because like, you're just hoping the one person you want shit to make sense to will make sense to. So I'm like, yo, like what the fuck is going on? I go, you know, I keep stuttering because I know this dude. Like, you know what I mean? Not like that. I know this is sounding so weird. It all makes sense at the end. But in my head, I'm like, yo, I know this person. I know what his background is. I know what he, like, not no, but you know, you get the gist. It's like, just like you guys know my story. So I was like, yo, you know, like, about your mom and you know about your dad. And I was like, I feel you, bro. I was like, and right away, because I didn't feel like I was losing his interest, but I felt like he was like, oh, this is just another fan, like, trying to tell me what I want to hear, or, like, thinking that, oh, they're so special. That wasn't what I was trying to get across. I was really just trying to, like, get something across. So anyway, then I go, yo, all I'm trying to say is, I was like, I literally lost both my parents' show, and it's amazing to have a male figure to, like, listen to. Like, just a male's voice, not necessarily like that, but somebody that you trust. Like, alright, they're not gonna just, like, lie to you. They're gonna tell you how shit is. They're gonna let you know where they come from, how they got there, and, like, if you don't want to work hard, that fucking sucks. If you want to be a self-made millionaire, you dig, you gotta follow, like, you gotta follow the shit. So I'm like, yo, you're, like, oh, you're not just a role model like you think you are. Like, people are actually looking up to you, dude. Like, you are a male figure voice for some people, and it's amazing that not all of your songs are just about girls, just about having sex, just about this. So I'm just like, dude, you're a freaking huge role model. And right when I told him that, I could tell something got him. Like, he hadn't really heard that one before. But not a lot of people are like, bro, let me tell you something. So then I just start going off, and I'm like, I literally, like, I want some, not like I want some advice, but I was just like, dude, talk to me. Like, what the fuck? How do you do it? I'm over here like, yo, I can't do this anymore. I'm losing my motivation. I don't know what to do. Everything that I want to do, I chicken out. I'm fucking scared. Whoa. So I'm just like, I gotta ask this guy. Like, he's over here literally doing his shit, bringing up other people along the way. I can't even bring myself up. So I'm like, Dolph, how? Like, how do you do it? And he's like, I was like, how do you not get stuck? And on everything, I have never became so humbled. I have never gotten so put in my place. This dude cracked the fuck up in my face, like, laughed in my face as a, wait, what did this girl just ask me? Got up and walked away. Straight up, not walked away, but like walked up like, yo. Like, this is what he said literally. He goes, how do I not stay? And literally, like, starts laughing to his manager, like his boys. I don't know who the hell he was with. And I'm like, you had one chance, dude. The dude's laughing in your fucking face. Laughing in my face. And he can't stop. So he comes back, and he literally almost, like, doesn't have anything to say to me. Kind of like, bro, that's like asking, I can't tie my shoe. How do I do it? It's like, bro, teach yourself. Stop crying. What do you mean, how do I get stuck? And I'm over here like, true. That's like, yeah, but how does Dolph get stuck? Like, what kind of fucking question is that? And even that went through his head, and all of his, like, buddies are laughing, and I'm literally standing there by myself, still like, whoa, where are my friends? Where's my soulmates? Where's everybody? Like, why don't I have my team here to, like, be like, nah, bro, she really does like you. Not like that, but, like, you know, she really does like your music. I'm trying to tell him I use him on YouTube. I'm trying to tell him that I recommend him to you guys because, like, he's not, like, an average rapper in my eyes. He laughs, I didn't mean to say the F word. He laughs in my face. Yo, what did this chick just ask me? And then he sits down, like, sits back down. Again, all of a sudden, like, this is the weirdest situation. There's a trash can, all of a sudden there's a chair to sit down into. Like, bro, I'm not asking questions. I'm not questioning this reality nor this simulation. I'm here, I'm living it, and I'm just seeing what I need to get. I need to get my tips. So I'm like, Dolph, how do you get unstuck? He's like, how do you not get stuck? He laughs at me. Sorry, I'm backtracking a little bit. He laughs at me. And then he goes, sits down and goes, how do I not get stuck? He doesn't even answer me. But he's like, how do I not get stuck? I could tell in his head he's kind of rethinking to himself all of the reasons why he doesn't get stuck, all of the reasons why this is funny to him. And I'm just like, oh my god, why would somebody like him get stuck? Also, why would somebody like me be stuck? Like, why are we stuck at all? And the fact that he freaking laughed in my face at that question, didn't even answer that question, was enough in its own. Okay, was completely enough in its own. So then you know, I just proceed to I'm kind of trying to end the conversation because I don't want to be that person, if you get what I mean. We'd already been talking for a minute. I don't even know what's going on at this point. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing, should I say. So then, all of a sudden, one of the guys that had been like listening in, and you know, I mentioned his new album, Dumb and Dumber. Like literally shit I'm listening to right now. Real quick, this is my favorite song on it, so. Just listen to the lyrics, yo.
I used to get them bags. Came out the trenches, now a nigga living lavish. I'm finna buy a mansion and turn it to my palace. Bitch, I'm got pocket like an aspirin. Look like I'm Jurassic and all my bitches nasty. Tell these hoes they know I'm too rich to have a bitch that's plastic.
Hey.
Pretty and petite, and she cocky just like me. Y'all on my team, she came straight from overseas. Yeah, hoes from A to Z, they all treat me like a king. Yeah, big boss, I am not basic. Just look at what God created.
A monster.
And my mama told me never, ever, ever, never, trust a nigga or a bitch. Sorry, you get killed thinking everybody real. It was hard where I lived. I was robbing, paying bills. Yeah, in these streets for real. The AP got my wrist aching. I'm popping hot bacon. You know I am not basic. Well, no, I am not basic.
A monster, a motherfucking monster. That's what I'm saying, like, look what y'all created. Alright, that's it, bro. That's the song. See, so it's little shit like that. Honestly, when I hear that and I'm just in the car, that shit makes me cry. Like, and it's more so just because, like, yo, for real. Like, sometimes the world creates monsters out of people and they don't even want to become a monster. Like, you know what I mean? And then they gotta force themselves to kind of be like, yo, am I really a monster? Or is life just kind of tricking me into believing this shit? So it was like things like that. I mentioned the new album to him too because I was like, yo, one thing I like but don't like about the album is that it's just too chill. Like, where's the 100 shots? That type of shit. Where's the screaming and the like if I go to one of these shows, I can't scream and jump if you're just going to be playing Dumb and Dumber because it's more so just like a chill back, relax, why am I strolling through the, you know what I mean? But I mentioned that to him and I was just kind of just trying to say like, yo, I love the new album. Like, just know, yo, you're doing some good shit. I know it's kind of like hard to not be selfish when you're in the industry like that and you're, you know, you're really like doing stuff like that. But somehow they managed to still carry the same attitude and the same kind of demeanor. I know like they've always kind of been like, you know they've been the best, but they've carried that with them the whole time. You know, they never changed their attitude or their nothing. They've stayed real. Their team has stayed real behind them. Canceled out the fake people. Like, it's so interesting because just like, I don't know. There's so many people out there who like cry to like just different music or really like connect to it or feel to it or just like not understand why I listen to certain music or like why other people listen to certain types of music. And it's more so just like, did shit happen? Do we connect to different artists differently? Do we connect to different stories differently? Like, you know what I mean? It's different when you listen to an artist and you can't necessarily connect to their story. It's okay coming from the bottom. Hard work doesn't mean that you all of a sudden got to be above everybody else. Like, you could still walk with everybody else while still creating crazy stuff. So like that's kind of something that I don't know I appreciate about Dolph is he's not just like I'm not saying other people are isolating themselves, but certain artists do just focus on themselves. Or when they do features with people, they, you know, the feature isn't as good when the other artist comes on. Like their part isn't as good. You can really tell like, oh, you know, they're the GOAT. That's why this is their song and they're just a feature. Dolph comes out here, he was out here helping Glock before anybody even knew who Glock was, you know what I mean? And now that they finally just dropped a mixtape, not even an album, and this shit is like, it's just interesting. It's really cool to see other people being able to lift other people up while they're like doing their own shit. Because like I said, that's inspiring to somebody who doesn't even know how to lift themselves up. Yeah, so then anyway, I'm standing there and as I'm trying to explain like, yo, I love the new album, I'm gonna play it on my channel, I'm gonna have everybody like come and try and review your stuff, not review it but go and listen to it. One of his buddies came over and handed me a freaking piece of paper, and it had like a couple doodles on it and like a couple notes and whatnot. And he's like, write down your info. I'm like shaking as I'm writing, yo. Like I can literally see how I wrote my name on the paper. It's in all caps. The pen was one of those weird pens that's kind of like the liquidy ink. It's not like the real smooth kind. It's more of the kind that will bleed through onto the next page. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like trying to write my name eligible, but then like not make it look like, oh, I'm so extra, this and that. So it's kind of like written too small / not big enough. And also the pen's running out and whatnot, and then I start writing down my phone number because I'm like, I need to write down my phone number, my YouTube channel. Like it'd be really cool to interview Dolph, to be able to like interview him and Glock, to like do all this crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, I freaking did it. I'm like, my YouTube's gonna be so freaking excited. Like I never thought this would happen. Like I never did. I've gone to Dolph's shows. I freaking tried to meet him before. Shit just doesn't plan out the way it does. I was like, everything happens for a reason. Like this day happened for a reason. He literally laughed in my freaking face when I went and just asked one of the biggest pieces of advice I was about to get. Like I just wanted to know how to not be stuck in life because I'm stuck as shit. And he just laughed in my face and was kind of like, bro, how do I not be stuck? Bro, look at me. I don't need to be stuck. And I'm just like, dude, that's the confidence you need to freaking carry. Like why are you walking around this hellhole just so freaking flat, dumbfounded at how everybody, you know what I mean? And that's just something like I've never really understood. Never really understood, mostly about myself, you know, why I allow myself to get stuck. And one of the things that I hate the most, hold on. Okay, so one of the things that really, and I know I talk about this all the time, and people are probably like, Sarah, I'm tired of hearing the same story over and over again when I watch your videos, but like, shit, sometimes life is not that easy to pass up. I know I told myself that I was not going to allow myself to get stuck ever again, because I already had been there. I've been depressed before. I've been really sad before. Like, you know what I mean? This literally went from an eyeliner that I really liked to why didn't you just wear black eyeshadow? This is embarrassing. But like Dolph said, don't let yourself get stuck, because that's goofy. Do you see what the hell is happening? Oh my god. This is a joke. Okay. It's okay because this look is literally inspired by an album called Dumb and Dumber. And it's because this makeup is so stupid good that you might not be able to recreate it. It might be so dumb good that you don't even want to try this shit. Now look at that. This is like when you, oh my gosh. Shh. I really wanted this to be a pretty like editorial look, kind of like, oh, some shit you'd see on a really cool magazine. I mean, I bet you it still will. Who's stopping me? Who's making me stuck? Not me, right, Dolph? Not me. I'm always remember what you told me. I'm gonna fix it with lashes. Okay. Alright. So, back to what I was saying. I just remember telling myself that I would never allow myself to fall into a hole. And I always let myself, like, continuously allow myself to do that. I continuously allow myself to do that. So I don't know. I don't know if this was a sign. I don't know why it takes certain people saying certain things or just certain situations. Like, I could have probably read in a book a situation about somebody laughing over not getting themselves stuck, and it would have not impacted me as much as Dolph's weird ass saying it to me. So, yeah. It's really, really interesting to, you know, I need to change the battery. Ooh, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know when that stopped recording. Woo, please. Please. Don't do it to her. Just don't do that to her.
So I don't need no damn help. Fuck him. Doffering up the millions. You feel like he owe you, don't you? Yeah. Ain't no but one of me. Damn. He really from the streets. Damn. He really swung a piece. Damn. He really bought that double R truck. It's not a lease. Damn. Money. I look in the mirror, my reflection, a bag of money. If I say that, I stand on it. Yeah. Bought a Bentley to stand on it. I look in the mirror, I see a nigga that's 100. Yeah. You know how I'm coming. I get comma after comma. I took big Glocks, no C's. Yeah. My bankroll won't be in. Yeah. My bankroll 2 B's. Shit don't make no sense. Yeah. I'm built behind team. Yeah. You can just see my wrist. That shit all on my feet. My reflection, a bag of money. I look in the mirror, my reflection, a bag of money. A big bag of this shit. My reflection, a bag of money. I look in the mirror, my reflection, a bag of money. Yeah, yo. I've been getting so much guap, can't get no sleep. Can't no sleep, play with me. Yeah, I got that lemon squeeze, smoking on some lemon tree. Yeah, this bitch is at my sweet. Yeah, and everything on fleek, from my chopper to her weed. Yeah, bitch, I'ma run it up till I'm deceased. Yeah, I'ma run it up until I can't. No, I'ma run it up because I can't go broke. Yeah, bitch, what's wrong with these niggas? That's why I gotta get my name. That's why I was the one to blame. Yeah, babe. Get a nigga flushed away. Rappers be acting like straight bitches. All the internet beef and I ain't with it. No, think he the man, but ain't shit really. Shoot the Glock at his feet, make him get silly. I had to sweep my bitch, dude. I had to, yeah. I had to bustin' it down, even on it was one. Now I'm riding by myself, had to cut the snakes off. I was broke and rich. I was down bad on my dick. I ain't a snake for shit. I had to go get some money. I had to hit me a lick.
I'm gonna go put my hair up real quick. Hold on. So I low-key wish I had like yellow eyeliner or a deeper yellow eyeshadow. So I could either put like a dot right here or the waterline would be a lot more poppin'. Yeah, so I kind of just tried to go with the blue, red, and yellow. I tried. I think this is a wearable look anywhere. I'd wear this anywhere I want. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the oh shit. So before I freaking forget to finish, I take out the, you know, I have a piece of paper down, I have my name down, I have my information down. It is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me, you guys. And who would have known that my inspiration would have came from me being laughed at. You know, like literally laughed at. So, I don't know, it taught me a lot because all in all, I go to hand over the paper and all of a sudden, I don't know, like I black out. I was probably just really, really nervous. But I black out, everything's black, like I open my eyes, it's just black. Black. And I'm like, bro, really? Like you just had to have a hold on reality for like 5 minutes, right? 5 more freaking minutes to just hand over the paper, hand over the phone number, everything would be set. Who knows what the future would have held. I start like shaking my eyes, I'm shaking them, and then I start hearing this like what the, so finally I'm like, oh my goodness, and it's Oblio, coughing up along, and I realized everything was just a dream. I completely dreamt it all, even though it felt really, really real. Really, really, really real. So yeah, lo and behold, that's kind of what happened. I met Dolph. It wasn't in real life though. One day, I really hope it will. If you see this, Dolph, I just want you to know that even though I did not meet you in person, you literally laughing in my face was the biggest wake-up call I've had in a really long time. And it kind of honestly opened my freaking eyes as to I should be laughing at myself as well. I shouldn't be stuck. Like, you guys, we should not be stuck. It should not take us hearing certain things from a certain person. We all know, literally, you guys, we know inside, if we're stuck, it's our job to get out of it. And honestly, we look like a fool to other people. It's our job to fix things, you know? So, like, walking up to somebody who has all of their ducks in a row or whatever and being like, yo, how do you do it? It's no surprise if somebody's gonna laugh in your face, because that's literally what reality is. It's a big joke. It's another joke. And if you let it completely obliterate you and take over you and control you, you're not playing the game right. You know what I mean? And you become a laughing stock. So I just wanted to share that little incident with you guys. I thought it was really cool. I woke up thinking I met Dolph, literally thinking that I met Dolph, came home, fell asleep, woke back up to Wabbing Wada Bam. I wanted to just play some of the album in the background because it's literally what inspired this makeup look. The fact that I like talked to him about the album in the gym, I don't know, it was really, really cool. And if any of you guys have been following me on Instagram or whatever, you would know that my dreams, like, they're digg. So when this happened, it was cool. Like, I don't know, I feel like I woke up a better person, as stupid as that is. So Dolph, I just wanted to really, really thank you. Keylock, thank you for freaking blowing up right now. Yeah, you guys inspire me more than you guys know, and it helps me keep inspiring my followers. So, yo, I really appreciate it. And literally, if it weren't for you, I would not be inspired to try to become a self-made millionaire. You feel me? Pretty much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was a really cool dream. Could you imagine if that really happened in real life? Maybe it will. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe it was a foreshadow. You guys, if Dolph and Keylock decide to go to perform, you can wear this makeup and we can meet each other, and then we can try and hopefully meet them in real life. I hope you guys liked this video. A little goofy one. Yeah. Have a good day.